So a few weeks ago, Big Max taught me how to do a muscle up. So today I'm going to be returning the favour, going through some deadlift technique work with said Max. So Max has ATHX coming up in a couple of months' time, where there is a 5-rep max as part of the strength section. So we're going to go through that. I think one of the best things that powerlifters do is obviously they're very meticulous about their technique. So we're going to go through the deadlift through the eyes of a powerlifting coach. So Max, take it away. Show us what you got. Starting in on 120, we've already done a warm-up set on 70. Just going to go through how he normally deadlifts and see what we can pick up on. Cool, couple more. Nice, cool, relax there. How's that feel? Fine? Cool. So there's a few things straight away off the bat that we're going to pick up on. The first one is your arms are just a little bit stiff. So you have a slight bend in the elbows, you're very stiff through the arms, and what that does is, as a man that's already got relatively short arms, it means we have to go lower down to the ground to produce the same amount of force as if we're slightly higher up. So what we want to do is we want to make that start position as efficient as we can. The best way to do that is to get the arms as long as possible. You see the powerlifters take the piss out of it, but they do the loosey-goosey arms. So we're going to do that just to loosen up the arms, lengthen them as much as we can, so when I get into that position, rather than being stiff and having to bend the knees and the hips further, we're going to be able to open up the knees and the hip joints, which is going to make it easier to start the lifts, getting those arms as long and as efficient as we can. At the same time, the other one is you slightly over grip. So Max holds it quite low in his hands. If you watch the video back, you'll almost see he's like flexing the wrist slightly, which maybe means as it gets heavier, the bar's going to roll out the hands, but also again, it means he has to go slightly lower down to the floor. So we're going to try and hold that bar a little bit lower in the hands, try and get that wrist nice and kind of vertical with the arm, and if you can get those arms a little bit longer, you'll probably find that start position is a little bit more efficient. We're going to start with those two, and then we'll take it from there. So do another set, loosey-goosey with the arms. Oh yes. Hands, yeah, that looks good. Okay, so same idea, arms as loose as we can, you're going to push with the legs. Mate, lovely. Arms long. So really pull that chest up as high as we can. Get those. That's nice. Mate, start position looks class now. Cool, relax there. Straight away, we've probably took an inch higher up now, so that the arms have just made you able to get a little bit more upright. You watched the video back before, he's probably quite horizontal. You've touched more upright already, so it just means that start position is way more efficient. I think now, kind of as you start to get that little bit more upright, the one thing that you can probably look at is that head position. Cool. I often think that the body follows where the head goes. So when the head's looking down, as the weights get heavy, it kind of tips you forward. If we just set that head just a smidge more upright, you'll do a better job of probably maintaining that extension, which all things being equal, the more upright you can get, the better. What we're going to do now is we're going to try and put all those key points together. So we're going to get those arms as loose and as long as we can. You're going to hold it slightly lower down. We're going to have that head as slightly more upright. And then the big thing from there, to create as much tension as we can through the floor to make that start position as effective as possible. We're going to really try and emphasize that slack pull. When I'm in this position here, I'm really going to focus on pushing my legs into the floor to take that slack and to pre-tension that bar as much as we can, like so. Okay, then once I'm here, it's just going to be a push with the legs, stand up nice and smooth, like so. So slap pull, back, grip almost went. So on, head up, head up, head up, big slack pull, push, nice. Good, a little bit more pre-push before you do it, smooth off the floor, nice. Looks good. Yeah, looks really good. Yeah, looks really good. You can see there's that little bit of give in the bar at the start. So if you can just, it's a combination of pulling with the arms and pushing with the legs. It's not just one or the other. Yeah. So you want to be simultaneously pulling that bar, but pushing the legs to find that position. Mate, your call, what do you want to do? What do you feel good for?
Try 180 for the 5, just.
Yeah? Right, so we're going to go for 180 now. He's done this before, it's not a PB or anything like that, but we're mainly looking just for that technical efficiency. And more than anything, just give you a bit of something to build on for the next few weeks. Come on, mate, smooth reps. Good. Lovely, mate. Good. Big slack pull. Nice. Solid. The position looks really good. I think it's obviously going to take you a couple of weeks to get fully into it. The main thing there is like that initial slack pull. Still that little bit of give in the bar. The better you can get that, the more efficient that position is going to be. But how's it feel?
Mate, feels way better. Feels way better. Like I did the 180 for the other week. felt horrendous, but like already feel smoother, just more practice. So yeah.
I think a lot of times with deadlift, people find it like really batters the back, and a lot of times it's that pre-tensioning through the floor. The second you get someone to create that little bit more tension, that little bit more slack pull, seems to just take care of that initial kind of discomfort, because it is a little bit uncomfortable when you go from nothing to absolutely ramming, which is what I think sometimes you do. But that was really solid. When you make technical changes, it does take a few weeks with strength stuff to kind of get fully ingrained and to become stronger, but I think that gives you, a decent baseline. Just a small couple of changes, it's not an overhaul, and hopefully you can get a PB for ATHX. What do you want to get?
I'd love to get 200, just over 200 for 5, something like that.
That'd be class. All right, hope you found that helpful, guys. That's kind of like an insight of what we're looking for the deadlift. It's obviously going to be individual. There's different things that we're going to pick up on. But for Max, that was 3 things. Hopefully you found it insightful. And we'll see you on the next one. Who knows what we'll be doing next?
Who knows? Who knows?